Yo, welcome to Smallmouth Crush Live with your co-host, Epic Eric, and his twin brother, which I never knew.
Which one? You guys get the vote.
Top or bottom? Which Eric do we want tonight?
Which one's running better? I gotta move around. I'm frozen on the one.
I like this one.
Okay, let's go with it. I don't know which. I think I'm on my computer. Yeah. All right, there we go. How's that?
Looks good. I'm just waiting for the comments to roll in.
Bottom. You picked the right one. There we go. Oh, yeah. Is this today?
Last week, I was just messing around editing videos, and I thought, I'll share some videos with you guys to start the show.
Man, look at that. What a beautiful day. God, it's one of those days you just, I bet you didn't want to leave. Just you and a bunch of smallmouth.
Just catching some fish.
Yeah. What a spectacular day. Look at that, man.
Oh, this is
up
the
there
double.
with you, bud.
This is how you catch two at one time.
Pretty ridiculous. He's got him. I think he bit it. Look, he's not moving that rod at all. Oh, he should. Gave it a little jiggle.
Double of shell.
The jiggle got him. That's nice. Is that near the lost city of Atlantis? Just you. Is that your wiener, or you just happen to be catching two smallmouths at a time?
I thought I had like. That's why there's some of that liquid down in there. They just kind of marinate in that bag. I think it helps. Not really.
This video will be coming. Oh, actually, this is funny. I think I say something funny here. We're going to talk about forward-facing sonar.
You know, for every 10 fish you see, you're trying to capture one of them.
Here we go.
There's so much going on. Like, do you leave? Do you try to keep trying different baits? I mean, I'm using baits that historically, it's the deal for me. You know, is there maybe a magic bait that would catch these fish, or are they just in a negative mood? I'm gonna try to throw a net on these fish one more time here, but we're gonna have to make some decisions here because it's just not happening. No luck, guys. I'm gonna go through with a football head, dragging it one last time, and then we gotta go. We gotta go.
We gotta go.
So many fish here. So many fish, guys. Just everywhere.
Look at that slack, calm conditions.
You think with forward-facing sonar, you just find them, you know, and just throw a bait out there, shake a minnow, and catch them. Okay.
Did you try that?
Yeah, it's real easy. Once you get live scope, man, it's not even fishing anymore. It's like it's a cheater box. So easy to catch these fish.
Perfect setup for this evening's conversation. Yeah.
See what I mean? Okay, so that was a half-ounce Beast Coast open water football jig, and he does not feel big at all.
Dead sticking.
He might be. Never mind.
Hey, you started to get a little bit bigger there when you leaned into him,
I can't tell.
Never can guess the smallmouth weight. It's a big
I'm
challenge
hoping there's
every
some
time.
size to him. Not really. Not really.
Good jump, though. Heavy
All right,
3.
what are we doing with our lives?
Dude, I mean, that how about that day you had? That the couple days maybe. I mean, the weather is perfect. You're sitting around tons of smallmouth. How many fish did you catch? 50, 60, 70?
Um, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just like that place is incredible. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Got me jonesing for a little North Country action.
Well, guys,
So big
we've been out and about, and we're excited to be back. We just wanted to check
MIA.
in.
That's right. Check
Make it
in, give you some updates. There's been big announcements in the bass fishing community. I've got a huge announcement from the Bass Lab tonight.
Oh, well, why don't we talk about the Bass Lab? But before we do that,
Yeah, do we need to bring in another guest?
no.
Okay. All right. What do you got?
I have an old intro.
Let's see it.
An old intro that we must
Let's
play
that old intro.
before we do before we talk about the Bass Lab.
Update from. All right. Welcome, everybody. Look at that thing.
There you go.
Never seen before.
Right.
Right? Wasn't that when we were going to do a deep dive into lures every week or something?
I thought we had some really good
Right?
ideas in the past.
We really, man, we've had good fishing video ideas. We still have to do the old school bait, the Barbie reel competition. Can we still catch them on hellbenders and mud bugs, metal lip crankbaits? I mean, it's a zillion. There's a zillion of them still marinating in this room. Whenever you're ready, let me know. I tested a few out. I caught a smallmouth on a saltwater fly, drop shotting it.
Oh, lovely.
On a clouser. A clouser. Yeah, that I hand tied. I thought that was pretty cool. You guys can, go about some, just little smelty looking minnow bait, man. You could drop shot a minnow. It's like drop shotting a hair jig, but better. Had eyeballs and everything. Look good in the water too, dude.
Hey, we want to thank
saltwater flies up. We're going to test them out.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. 150 viewers so far and growing. Please like and comment and share if you could. And let's all sit back and enjoy the announcements from the Bass Lab. Go ahead, Eric.
We're a little rusty. Uh-oh.
I'm giving you the floor, bud. Go ahead.
I'm lagging now.
Come on.
What just happened?
We can hear you, Eric.
Dude, you were lagging on your end. How's the sound from my end? How's the sound from
Really
my
good.
end, bro?
Really good.
I can't hear you now. I'm not
Let's
kidding. Dude.
You want to log out and log back in?
Screen.
I'm not sure what to tell you. Everybody says it's just you.
Dude, you're coming in and out for me like you're frozen half the time. You're frozen.
All right. Internet looks good on my end.
Why are you so choppy, bro?
I'm not sure.
Dang.
Listen, let's just try to get through this, Eric.
Travis, I can't hear you now. Like literally, you're frozen.
Do you want to log out?
I think I should jump off here and get onto my iPhone. It's going to be impossible.
Okay, go ahead, bud.
You're back. You're frozen again.
I'm not frozen. I'm just not talking.
Oh, you looked frozen.
Now.
Give me a sign. Now you're perfect.
Okay,
but
good.
For a moment
let's
there.
continue the show.
All right. Well, let's do a roll call. Who's new tonight, man? We're rusty, bro. We're rusty. 2 weeks off and we're rusty.
Yes. I want to know who's new, and I want to say hi to the regulars.
That's right. Let's see who was first. Matthew Weimer was in the house.
Yes, Matthew. Welcome to the show tonight, Matthew. Welcome.
Team
Matthew.
JP. He hashtagged Team JP. I'm booking with JP.
I saw it earlier when I logged on.
I know. Doug Stewart, West Coast trucker in the house. I think that's pretty cool. wave, currents, and ice. But listen, guys, it'll be a short one. He's
Two
got the
rusty
feel
craws.
for the real, man, as we like to say. Who
Tony
else is in
says
the
he's
house?
new
Angling
from
Adventures.
Washington
Very good.
State.
We are rusty craws right now, man. That's kind of cool. Man, do you ever think about that? Like people from the West Coast, we even have Cod Fishing 180 from Australia that tunes in. You know, he comes, but he comes late a lot. But he
Yeah.
always says hello when he jumps in, man. I think that's cool. Is that
Very.
our farthest viewer away?
Australia for
You're frozen
sure.
again. This is killing me, bro.
We're right here, bud.
He would be you're a regular for sure. Right here. Okay, man. If you keep hanging on me, I'm gonna have to switch. But if everybody says my volume and my camera's working good, I'm gonna make the big announcement. Travis, are you ready for it?
Go ahead.
All right, dudes. This is huge, man. The Bass Lab is making it into the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame. I want to let that soak in for a second.
What's
I'll
going
say
on?
it again. The Bass Lab is making it into the Hall of Fame this fall.
What Hall of Fame?
The Bass Fishing Hall of Fame, bro. Dave
Oh.
Mercer's getting inducted. Rick Clunn, all the greats in bass fishing. The Bass Lab is getting in.
Okay, good job.
Now, let me explain. It's not what you think. Travis, you're frozen again. I wish I could see your full reaction right now.
I didn't.
But you're
I
kind
was
of like reaching for something on your desk. All right, man. So let's talk about it.
okay.
Still catching every third word, bro.
All right, go ahead and share the.
This is killing me. I can't do the show like this, bro. I'm gonna have to log out now and log
Okay.
back in.
Please do, because
Yeah,
this is getting
because-
annoying.
Yeah, it's for me too, bro. Believe
Everyone,
me.
everyone on my side, everything I'm seeing, everything looks good. It's just for some reason you have a problem with your internet tonight, and you
Yeah.
think it's not working well. But obviously, we can't have a conversation if you can't understand every other word.
Right. No, you're fine for like that whole thing you just said. You're perfect, but then you're gonna hang up at some point. So what was your reaction when I told you?
I was trying to figure out how does that work.
How does that
And
happen, right? Well, here's how
yes.
it happens. Okay, so Matt Pangrack from Bass Talk Live reached out to me and said, "Hey, we've got this Hall of Fame auction coming up in September. This Hall of Fame event coming up in September."
Okay.
Right. So some big people are getting inducted, which is really cool. And he said, "Would you be willing to put one of your Bass Lab boxes together for an auction for the Hall of Fame?" And I said, "Heck
that's
yeah,
nice.
man! Absolutely, I would do it." So I've actually reached out to TK Stanley and of course Marty Burns, the Big M, who hand carves crankbaits, and TK Stanley from Tacklecraft as a custom painter. Marty carved up 2 of his SB1s, which was really the crankbait that got him in the game. It's a flat side crankbait. I'll show you guys in a minute. And TK said he would paint them up. So we've got 2 of those, and then I added to that box a bunch of other crankbait legends that I have sitting in the Bass Lab. So that's going to be a whole box. I also called John Pryor, who Marty Burns and TK both know very well. John Pryor, if you guys have been around, he goes back to the Dale Sellers and Tim Hughes eras. He's painted for a lot of pros just like TK, and he's amazing, man. And he literally gave me some gems of baits as well. So I've got a whole John Pryor box. It's all custom painted. It includes some of his bounty hunter spinner baits, some balsa baits, and a couple other specialty items. And then a third box is going to be 1 3/16 baby wake painted in a beautiful blueback herring color. So I'm going to show you guys a few of the lures tonight, let you guys get a taste. Matt is going to be sending me the information when the auction goes live. You don't have to attend the event to bid on these boxes. All the money raised is going to go towards conservation efforts and scholarships for younger anglers. So it's not to build a new wing on the Hall of Fame. It's really for a good cause. So, and Ray Stickle from Tackle ID is printing some stuff up for me pro bono to help support. So Ray Stickle, thank you very much. He's with not Tackle ID. He's with Wild Spirits Design. He does have a little line called Tackle ID, and check him out. Wild Spirits Design Printing. So, let's do you want to see a little show and tell, Travis?
Absolutely.
What box would you like to see first, bro?
I mean,
Let's start with the baby wake. Okay, so in the baby wake box, I'm going to be giving away a Rise and Glide shirt. You guys can see that.
by the way, I
pack.
wore my Rise and Glide the other day, and it's
Did
a
you
very
really?
comfortable shirt. Yes.
Oh, that's cool, man. I'm glad
Yeah.
you did that. I see Mikey Balls. He's always rocking those Bass Lab shirts. So we are going to be getting Rise and Glide hats coming soon, man. So coming soon to the Bass Lab. So here is the Baby 316 wake bait in blueback herring. And let me tell you something. This is not in the sunlight. It doesn't do it justice, but that is a bad to the bone paint job right there. So that's going to be a single box. So that's going to be at the black box at the auction. You guys will be able to see it online. I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll do a post on when that's going to be coming up. So I'm also going to be jumping on BTL briefly to do the same thing I'm doing right now, which is showing the bait. So the next box is the John Pryor box. That's going to have a free Tug Life hat from the Bass Lab. Of course, a sticker pack, all my stickers. And then I'm just going to show you a few of the crankbaits.
Yeah, don't give it all away, bud.
No, I won't. I won't. But for those of you guys, this is a hand-tuned pose. And when I say hand-tuned, the bill angle is correct, and it's custom painted by John Pryor. This is a very cool and very different pattern. John is really unique in the way he approaches painting his baits. He also donated a Ronnie B. Those are very rare crankbaits. If you guys see Ronnie B's, they go for about $100 on eBay. But that's kind of the, I believe it's a pig, baby pig bottle, painted in a very cool bluegill color. And this is neat for you blueback herring dudes. This is a hard fluke style bait. It's probably one of the best hard fluke style baits I have personally seen. You know, have you ever seen a hard fluke style bait, Travis?
A who?
It's it's a hard fluke style bait.
Hard fluke style bait. I have not. I'd be really interested to see it. Can you hold it up, please?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm trying to get it out of the package without hooking myself. So if you wouldn't mind. So it's a treble hook fluke bait. This is pretty cool, man.
JP, I just sent you the email again with the link for tonight's show. Oh, that's cute.
A hard fluke. That's composite double.
How does that work?
And so you cut the back of a fluke tail off, right? So once you burn up one of your flukes, save all your tails. This one's done with a pearl. It's got a little hook on the back so you can add the tail.
Have you used that?
I've never gotten one of John's, and so I'm donating this. Believe me, it's hard for me to send all these baits to the Hall of Fame.
That seems really very interesting to see how that would fish
in the water. Well, I hope I can bring a couple up to fish with you late fall. Let's see if those fish are shallow and would they chase.
Why is it late fall? Why can't you come up for a few days now and then come back in a month or two? Why are we just waiting?
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. This is the Bounty Hunter.
Okay.
John custom paints all the heads. The skirts are absolutely beautiful. A variety of sizes and blade combinations. But as you'll see, it's got a very unique bend in the wire. I love the beads that he put on in a red hook. It's a mustad red hook, man, and it's sharp. It's premium. But there's about, there'll be about 15 of these in there. And so you're going to see pictures of all these, with descriptions of the baits, etc. So let me get to the Bass Lab Legends. This is a mini Legends box. This is by no means the Legends boxes that I want to put together, but I think it's a damn good representation of what it's about. All right, so for this one, because it's got a lot of River Rat stuff in it, you're going to get the River Rat hat. You're going to get a River Rat t-shirt. You're going to get the full pack of the stickers. If you win, you can bid and win.
Anyone can bid. You just sign up.
Anybody can bid. These will all be available for auction, and the money raised is going towards, once again, bass fishing habitat conservation and scholarships for kids. Okay, so a Zoom crankbait. I don't know which one I'm going to put in it. Right now, there's a Killer 2 in this in the classic colors, early model, and I think it's a 2010, but I'm not sure. I have to look. We've got Gary D's. If you're a River Rat, you want that little silver black back orange belly foil. In the fall, when you think small for bait, that's a bad mamma jamma. You can't get these anymore. Out of production. Let me show you the two TK Stanley baits and Marty Burns baits. These are the baits that, this is the body style that made Marty Burns. I mean, it just got his name going. And you guys are going to get a shallow one and a medium diving one, which this, you could, the only way to get these crankbaits is if you like tune into TK's Patreon stream. So that's in a shad pattern. That's an SB1 body. And you can't appreciate this. This is the Hall of Fame one. TK signed it on the bottom. You'll see Hall of Fame 1 on there. And then this is the medium diver SB1 in a natural crawl pattern. What do you guys think of that? That's pretty tight. My Carter lip. One thing about Marty Burns baits, for those of you guys who aren't familiar with them, and Tacklecraft paint, I mean, TK, I think, and John Pryor are two of the best painters in the country. If you like the crank, those are the guys to see. You also get a Tacklecraft sticker, which is badass. I can't believe I didn't get one. I don't even have a Tacklecraft sticker. So that comes with each of the baits. But the way Marty builds each one of these are hand carved. Not many builders hand carve baits anymore. The way he seals, the wood he selects, these are all tuned and ready to go, man. I mean, you might have to do some micro tuning to them. But one thing about a Burns bait is they run true. I've won some tournament money on many different style baits, including the Epic Shad. And I actually am putting an Epic Shad in this. So if you never got an Epic Shad because they sold out, I'm donating one of my personal ones to the cause. So right there, that's a big flat-sided bait. And I promise you, throw this, you will get a bigger than average bite. There's lots more makers in here. That's just a taste. I'm putting some cool stuff. I'm putting some river rat spinner baits, other bait makers. Wait for the full list. You guys will see it. You can tune into BTL. I'll announce when I'm going to be on if you guys want to see it again, and where you can, start to bid once it's live. So that's what we're doing for the Hall of Fame, man, from the Bass Lab. Thank you, John Pryor. Thank you, Marty at Big M, and thank you, TK Stanley at Tacklecraft, and Matt, if you're watching for BTL. I appreciate you reaching out, man. I love to help. There you go, Travis. That's what I got, man. Thank you for letting me do that.
Yes.
Any comments or anything? Any questions come up, Travis?
No, not really. Guys are really excited for you, and they can't wait to bid, is what I'm seeing.
So anyway, so hey, that's the only way we'll make it into the Hall of Fame, but we're getting there.
We are. So I did send an invite to JP, and apparently he doesn't want to jump on tonight, which is fine.
What? I thought he was going to.
I don't know, man.
I called him up and I said, as the co-host of the show, I'm inviting you on tonight because I have that power.
You do.
Is there anybody else that you'd like to have on tonight? Is there anybody else?
Oh, not tonight. Not tonight.
All right. That's fine. Hey, I think we just get right to it, right? There's been some huge announcements in the bass world, Travis. I think your quick video was hilarious. That was a good one. Very timely, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You had something to say and you said it. What does everybody think, man? Let's hear from. I'd
love to hear about it. I don't know. So NPFL, I don't really follow it. It doesn't matter much to me. So
I do, because I sponsor Timmy Reams, who was in contention for Angler of the Year in the first couple of years before LiveScope started to dominate. And he rocks some Bass Lab stuff. He throws some Bass Lab stuff, which is pretty.
And what I mean by that is I would never plan on fishing it. And so.
It's $100,000 first prize. I mean, so for a trail that is invite only, they're not just allowing anybody to sign up. You have to be invited. So they're looking for good sticks. I think it was a brilliant move on their part to differentiate themselves from the rest of the bass fishing industry. Certainly, they're not the elites. Nobody is, not even MLF, right?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So, I mean,
bass is bass.
Yeah, we don't have to spend a lot of time with that one. I guess the big ones, the ones that a lot of us fish, or at least I fish from time to time, would be BASS, which would be the Opens, and then the Toyota BFLs and the Toyota Series.
No changes for you guys. So there's really no conversation.
I thought the BFL,
nothing that I read.
Oh,
Rumor only. That rumor only. Does anybody know? Oh yeah, no breaks too, Anthony, at the elite level, and no information. They reversed themselves at the elite. Did you hear that, Travis? They
yeah, I
said you
don't.
could open information until
Okay,
January
it
1.
doesn't. If they're not gonna, there's
I
no
know
way
what
to regulate that rule, so it doesn't matter. I'm here to
okay.
tell you. I know our buddy Austin got like scolded by an elite pro on made a little. Jordan Lee made a little TikTok, saying that Austin doesn't know what he's talking about, and I'm telling you, I've had many, many, many pros reach out for information after the cutoff. So
Yeah,
it
you're
happens.
closer to it. You're closer to it than I
It
think. I know
happens.
I
It
am.
goes on more than you think. It goes on all the
Right.
time. It goes on with the brands, the big names, and there's no way to enforce it. So I don't know what to do. Like it doesn't. There's no way to
Okay.
enforce it. There's no
Yeah.
way to enforce it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So JP goes BFL 2 transducers only.
Well, that's not a big change, right? That wouldn't affect you at all, would it? Does it affect you, Travis?
I mean, obviously, we'd have to figure out. I assume they're going to make some sort of device to lock your transducer, so I don't have to take them off if I decide to fish one of those events.
How many transducers do you have right now?
Right now, there's 3 on there,
So you'd have to take one off.
or put some sort of shield on it.
A shield transducer, and maybe we should invent one.
I'm sure they're coming out with it. I already
Mhm.
thought of that idea, and I'd like to market it in a unique way, but I ain't got the
have
time to
ideas.
make money, but I'm always fishing.
That ain't a bad thing. Well, you're making money fishing too. Okay, so no real change for you at your level.
No.
How do you feel if you won an open and qualified for the elites? How do you feel about the one transducer? Like, does it impact you? You don't have bass brakes on, so no impact there.
No, I think
What would you select? Let's hear about, because you're tuned into it, you use it, you're really good at it. What would you pick? What's your boat setup once you win an open and go back to the elites?
well, I don't think you can have a transducer on a pole either now.
That was a good question. I don't understand from the announcement, and maybe somebody does that's watching. Can you have your trolling motor and then your stripper corn pole thing, the turret? Can you have the turret mounted to your trolling motor, or does the transducer have to be on your trolling motor, so when you move the trolling motor, you lose sight of the fish?
If it was only one transducer,
Yeah.
I would rather have it on a pole, and then I would have a remote to turn it
But
while I'm using my trolling motor.
They said it has to be mounted to your trolling motor. That's the part I didn't get. Can the transducer operate?
Well, this transducer
independently?
your pole is mounted to the trolling motor.
I know. So that's what I'm saying. Motorized mount is in the gray area. Brian said motor in the water. I don't know, man. All right. I know you would have the turret. That makes complete sense to me, because you can at least, stop the boat, hold the boat.
I would
and
certainly
wind,
hate to
and
have
then-
just one transducer on the trolling motor and
Right.
try to fish properly in big waves. It would be
Oh,
difficult.
It would be really hard. You'd have to go
Mhm.
back to how you fished before it came out.
Yeah, and I want to touch
I mean,
base
you might get
on
a
that.
glimpse. You might have get a glimpse of them. You caught them before it was out.
Mhm.
You're pretty dang good at it. You qualified for the leads without it.
I would never, ever, and I've said this, I'm done talking about it. I don't care anymore.
All
Go
right.
fish the way you want to fish. Here's my only, I'm going to say this and then we'll be done.
All right.
Okay. Everybody who's anti-forward facing sonar says that these new kids coming up through the ranks don't know how to truly fish because they have forward facing sonar. Well, there is numerous times when when you don't use forward-facing sonar. This is my experience, right?
Yeah.
And I don't understand this concept of, and Randy says it a lot, like they don't know how to truly fish. Like it took these guys years and years to become masters at their craft. I'm going to say a couple things right now, and you may not like it, but this is just my opinion. Okay.
Right. That's what everybody's got a lot of.
The majority of anglers, including people that are watching this live stream right now, are just as good as the Elite Series anglers. They can catch fish. They know how to cast. They know how to work a bait, and they can put fish in the boat. The problem is they don't have unlimited funds. They have jobs. They work. They don't have, a desire perhaps. A lot of guys do, but can't afford it. The Elite Series is for anglers that can afford to fish. It's a hobby of theirs to enjoy this sport, to fun fish, right? To make money. There's thousands of good anglers that are just as good as the top 10 in Angler of the Year points on the Elite Series right now in this country. Thousands.
I don't think anybody would disagree. They're out there.
Okay. Second of all, I don't understand Randy's thing about,
Well, it's not just Randy.
Okay. Listen,
I think
fishing is not complicated at all. Fishing is not complicated, Eric. I need to make this point real clear. You talk about seasonal patterns, and because you have forward-facing sonar, you don't know shit. I'm sorry. Give me a lake map of a lake, and I'm going to go circle 12 good places for this time of year, this time of year, this time of year. And then you're going to go there, and those fish are going to be in a negative mood, or these fish are pressure, or these fish are over here, or fish are swimming. Now we have forward-facing sonar. We know that they don't just sit on a rock pile. They also sit way over here, and they also swim over here, and they're all over the lake. The fish are everywhere. So your seasonal pattern, your work ethic that you put in trying to dial it in and become a good fisherman over the years because you didn't have life scope, and all of a sudden you have it, and it's like cheating. No, I totally disagree with that. Fishing is not hard. Yes, you have to know how to.
Why did they make the changes?
You have to learn how to work a bait.
Present the bait.
That's easy.
Presentation.
The mechanics of fishing is easy. Locating fish. That's why people with forward-facing sonar, all the elites have forward-facing sonar. Yes, someone still takes 100th place. Because fish move, and because it's about decisions. And it's not necessarily about history. Rick Clunn is finishing 80th place every tournament. He knows way more than anybody out there, or has the experience. It's not about that. I'm sick of the case that these people that are brought up with forward-facing sonar don't know how to fish. Fishing is not that complicated, you guys. Fish are biting the dumbest, ugliest pieces of plastics we can throw at them. They're not smart. It's locating active fish that are going to bite and present that bait properly. And forward-facing sonar helps you do that. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going with this rant. I just felt like ranting about this because I'm just sick of it. Everyone thinks there's a mystery to fishing. And because you use forward-facing sonar, you don't know how to truly fish. No, they know how to. It's not that hard, bro. Cast the bait out in the right spot. It's not that hard to catch a fish.
Why do you think they made the changes?
Because people are bitching. I don't know. Let me just catch up to the comments here. I don't know if I'm even going the right way here.
Well, no, I'm just curious why you think they made the changes. Why would they?
Maybe I'm way off, guys. Maybe I'm way off.
I'm just curious what your thoughts are on that. But try to catch up.
I don't know. Maybe I'm way off.
I watched a few of the I watched the 4-hour BTL episode and heard different opinions from people like Todd Castledine. He just wants to know if people can catch him without it. So I think him and Lee Livesey, I don't want to speak out of turn for either of them. So if you're watching, Todd, or Lee, if you're watching, I think they were kind of like, hey, let's have it half and half. And Todd was like, yeah, I would just really like to see if they can. So Todd was saying that. What I found really interesting is I watched Mercer and Zona today. And Zona said the most difficult thing he had to do in bass fishing, from call him a sports broadcaster if you want, covering a live event, was covering forward-facing sonar events. Mark Zona from the Horse's Mouth.
He didn't like doing it?
He said it was the most difficult thing he's done, was to cover forward facing because there was no diversity in the broadcast. The lack of diversity in the broadcast. So that's Zona, who's a fish head, and I'm sure he loves forward facing. And you hear Todd Castledine, who wants to see it 50-50 to see if people can catch it without it. And maybe he is pointing to the young guys.
Yeah.
Interesting. Stats would show you that catch rates are going up, and it coincides with the heavy use of forward-facing sonar. So the technology is certainly helping. That's just pure stats coming from the statistician extraordinaire in the industry who covers every live and keeps stats. Interesting.
I don't know. I guess
so anyway,
Big JP in the comments seems to be agreeing with me, but I don't know if guys understood what I was trying to say. I don't even know what I was trying to say there. I guess what I was trying to say is I don't think fishing's that complicated. I think anyone that puts their time in can be at the elite level. I think many of us are, but don't have that opportunity. And I think,
well, they banned it for high school fishermen.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, I think the reason they did that, and MJ, it was interesting. MJ said something just a moment ago. He said they wanted to slow down the roll in spending. You shouldn't have $50K in electronics become standard. And you hear a lot of pros talk about that too. So there's something going on, and maybe it's less about the technology, more about the insanity and where it was going.
And you guys know my belief levels. I know you're going to laugh at this. I do have to make another point. I wholeheartedly believe that this civilization, this reality that we're living in, we've had this technology many, many times in the past. I don't want to get into that tonight. We've had stuff way, way better than forward-facing sonar in the past. Everything gets reset. Technology grows. Things happen. This particular time frame and this reality, this is what we're dealing with. I love forward-facing sonar. I can't see myself fishing deep without it. I love the fact that I can pull up to a piece of structure and know instantly if I should make a cast or not, and then I can move on. Is that always
true, though? You can see a fish behind a boulder. You can see a fish glued to the bottom.
No, I'm not. It's just more. It makes you more efficient.
I got it, but that sometimes you think you miss fish because of that.
No, because I'm casting.
I don't know. I fish with you a little bit. I've caught them in places you don't cast. You don't see them all.
Right.
I don't cast beyond the cone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just saying. So I think that's what makes this show really cool, in part because you love forward facing. You can't see yourself fishing deep without it. When I'm fishing with you, I'm fishing deep without it. And you put me around fish. So clearly there are fish you don't see that I catch. I think you'd have to acknowledge that.
Absolutely.
And I like the natural way that I fish. It's not a downer on live scope. God, the technology is crazy incredible. Right. And if I was forced to compete at that level, would I have to try it and use it? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'd be following John Cox around because that's just how I like to fish. And so somebody said for this whole debate, everybody's right and everybody's wrong. And so everybody's right. You're right. And I'm wrong, but you're wrong and I'm right. Right. What that means is, and I think Zona said it best, whether you like Zona or not.
What's that?
Hey, look, whether you like Zona or not, right? I know he doesn't like you, or maybe you guys mended some.
We're fine. I don't have a problem.
I think he has a problem with you still because you woke him up at the classic being rowdy at night.
It wasn't me. It was not me.
We're not sure. That's a conspiracy for another show. We'll have to get Zona on, maybe if he ever comes on again. But here's the point. When you hear Zona talking to Mercer about his retirement, he says the most difficult show he's ever had to call are the forward-facing ones for lack of diversity. I think that's a big statement. That means that some people would want to watch it and love it, and other people don't really want to watch it. So the leagues made the change for some.
But listen to me. I'm going to be honest.
Why did they make it?
Here's another thing I don't understand, Eric.
You're not letting me finish
watching these tournaments.
Time out. You're not letting me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought. Why would a business, and this rang true to me. You run a business, I run a business, right? Why would a business make a decision that would hurt the business? Why?
Okay.
Why limit technology?
I'm going to make this point.
But why? You're not even answering my question. You're just see
because it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand what
Well, how does that question, which is very clear, not make sense to you? Bass had something to lose because Garmin and Lowrance have a lot of money, and I think you know that they pour money into the tournament scene, right? Why would Bass
MJ
make
makes
a
a good point.
decision? But you're not even listening. That's a problem. You just don't listen. You're so hard-headed in this moment that you can't even hear the question. That's very simple from a business owner's perspective.
Okay, go again.
Why would
what
I
is your
try
question?
one more time?
One more time.
Why would all three leagues made changes? Why would they make changes?
Peer pressure.
What? If you were the league that didn't make any changes and kept it full on, go crazy, spend $100,000 on electronics. Hey, when they come out with the VR headset and the scope minnow, use that too. Why would they make a change if it was good for business? They made the change. So that's the question. If it's bad for business, why did they all three make it?
I don't have an answer.
Okay. All right. You can just think about it.
I will. MJ made a really good point a little while ago.
Which was?
He goes, you know whose zone is sponsored by Humminbird? Nearly all scope hitting guys in the industry are bird guys. Because Humminbird sucks at forward facing sonar. And if you were sponsored and had to use Hummingbird's forward facing sonar, I would hate it too. Absolutely.
Well, here's the thing. I'm on the back of your boat, and when I'm fishing with you and you're scoping, I hate it.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this.
Not because of the technology. Wait. Not because of the technology.
Okay.
Because you're not engaging with me as a team partner in a team tournament when we fish team tournaments together, and you're scoping. You're not engaged with me.
We fished one tournament, and there was pressure was high because of the Smallmouth Crush Open, and I wanted to do well.
Travis, whoa. Every time I fish with you, when you are into your scope and you're ignoring me, and I ask you a question, you go, I'll let you know, bud.
No, because you want me to tell you, listen, bro.
I want wait a minute. If you're so enthusiastic, but I got that part, dude. What I'm saying is, so I end up walking to the back of the boat. I don't like to be up there. You're a scope hog. That's just a fact. You want to catch them. You know what you're seeing. I have no clue. And so I just go back and fish the way I prefer to fish anyway. But so you got to admit, not everybody wants to watch a 4-box with 4 dudes scoping. And I'm not saying a guy casting a frog is more interesting, but when he gets a bite, it is for some, not all. And that's it, man. That's all there is. So I think they did it.
The people that are watching Bassmaster Live,
I don't know who they are, bro.
I don't know who they are either, but I'm fishing or doing something or being productive.
To watch them all the time.
I'm not glued to the screen. Okay, for one, especially on Saturday and Sunday. Shouldn't you be in a local tournament or out on the lake fishing, not staring at a computer watching a bunch of people fish?
But maybe they
those aren't the people buying products. Apparently,
they didn't make
your hardcore angler.
You realize there's
watching forward feet or watching a tournament Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They're out on the lake fishing.
But there's a lot of people that don't use it and aren't buying it that we don't even know that probably don't tune into the show.
All right.
So it's kind of like if all we talked about was forward-facing sonar on this show, how interesting would it be? Some of your more popular videos are ones where we like deep dive into buzz baits, right? It's the diversity because some of the viewers want to throw a buzz bait, might want to know a hack, a trick, right? Changing a blade size. Have you ever thrown a 1/4 ounce blade on a half-ice buzz bait so you can burn it? Maybe you haven't, but I have. And maybe there's a river angler that's watching. I know you do because look, that's why I beat your ass on a buzz bait.
That's because it's real simple. Fishing's not that complicated.
No, apparently it is because you couldn't read grass.
There's 87 different buzz baits on the market.
Dude,
whatever 87 I pick up that day and throw it next to that log, I will get a bite.
Yeah, you had maybe you didn't with me. You didn't with me. You won 13-5 on 3 of the lures I gave you, bro. Is it that complicated? You know shit about the grass. You didn't know anything to throw in that thing. You didn't know how to read the grass bed. You had no clue. And I'll tell you straight up. And if you disagree with me, I call you a liar right on the show. We know all fishermen are liars. Then you're a liar.
I
You
think I
didn't
know how to
the
fish a
difference
grass
between
bed, bud.
milfoil and
I can fish a
hydrilla
grass
when
bed
I
whatever
took you in
style
there.
I
Is
decide
it
to
that
fish.
complicated, bro?
I can fish a grass bed whatever
I can't
style
hear
I
you.
decide to
You're
fish.
muted. I can't hear you.
I don't.
Did you mute your mic?
No. No, I'm here.
I still cannot hear you, bro.
Well, good, because I'd be saying a lot
Well,
of
maybe they
messed
can,
up
but
things
I
right
can't.
now. Yeah,
I can't.
yeah.
Hear
You watch what you.
Can't hear you at all.
Everyone can hear me, so
I don't know, bro. I cannot hear you. You want me to log out of this one and get back into my iPhone because I didn't hear a word you just said. So anyway, I just need to remind you, honestly, that when you met me, river fishing to you was complex. You, in my opinion, were lost.
Oh,
I showed you the way.
I mean,
To
I
your
did.
biggest check.
I did make
Still today, 13.5.
I
You
did
ever
make.
cashed a bigger check? Look, we're having a conversation. I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you. I got to log out and log back in. I'm out. Don't lie to these people. Don't lie.
Can you hear me right now or not? I guess he can't. This is getting a little heated here, guys. We're gonna wait for Eric to join us again. I'm not even sure what to think right now. You back, bud?
Now I can hear you. I'm
Good.
ready for your response. Because
I don't
when
have
you came to
response.
when you came to my river, you were lost. Rivers, tides, crankbait.
All right. 8 years
all
before
of it
that
was a
video,
mystery
I
to
think
me.
I was able to beat a pretty good field in a Bassmaster Open and make it to the Elite Series. So I must kind of know how to fish a river.
Where did you win?
I'm not disclosing that
Where did you
location.
win?
I'm not disclosing
Now
that
you're
location.
muted again. That's it. I'm out. I'm
I'm
out.
not,
Where?
I'm not disclosing that location.
What river was it?
It was on the Chesapeake.
Rivers that flow one way. Rivers that flow one way. Okay, gotcha. On the Chesapeake Bay. The Open you won to get you into the elites.
Yeah.
True?
True.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Who helped you? Who helped you?
What do you mean?
Eric doesn't negotiate. Yes, you're lying. All fishermen are liars. Now you're lying really bad. That's hilarious. Eric doesn't negotiate with Darius. It's hysterical. You'd have to admit, though.
I don't
honestly,
admit
two of your
anything.
biggest bags on the Upper Bay came from what? The videos we shot together, and I turned you on to those two patterns, bro. That's a fact. Fact. Areas and techniques. Caught fish behind you on the regular. Showed you the way with cranking. No scope at all. 27, and it should have been a 28-pound bag and maybe a dirty 30.
Mm-hmm.
Back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
Did you ever even come close again? I don't think so. Maybe not on. If you did, you didn't film it. We filmed it.
That's right.
And I'm telling you, you were lost worse than last year's Easter eggs on the Potomac.
What?
You were up north, and I couldn't believe it, on the best grass fishery in the nation. And I'd been scorching them on Wednesday nighters. I had it dialed in. We rolled into that one creek I told you about. I said, listen. And you said, what are we listening for? I couldn't believe you said that. And I'm like, dude, listen to this grass bed. It's alive.
Mm-hmm.
Showed you the pattern, probably close to a full moon. Popping frog with a yellow belly, right? Buzzbait tuned up.
Listen, can you hear me right now?
You're perfect.
All right. Why is your camera behind? You're fuzzy.
I don't know, bro. I can't explain it. I'll just get on my iPhone, man. I know it's driving you nutty.
Yeah, let's do that. We got a little bit more to talk about yet tonight.
I never tried. Hey, Devin, let me just put it this way. I've been winning the Business Masters Classic for 25 years running.
Don't get all mad because people are
winning the Business Masters Classic for 25 years. Oh, hey, Travis, that's where my energy went. Where'd yours go? I've started up multiple businesses. That's where I put my time and attention. So I'm going to flex a little bit tonight with you. Now what? I'm a weekend Joe, bro. Never claimed to be a pro. I'm a Joe with a bunch of shit behind me. That's who I am. I've talked about it on the stream before. I'll talk about it again. I don't even own a bass boat right now. I'm a co-angler for life. And a team partner in the back. Happy to do it. Love it. And so maybe there's a portion of your audience that can identify with me, that has to fish behind a scoper, that likes to fish traditionally. It isn't that great that I can talk to them and do something of interest and entertain them and tell them a story. And wouldn't it be boring if both of us said, man, yeah, live scope for life. Let's put 7 units on the boat. If we just agreed on all of it, what a snooze fest. That's all I'm saying. And so everybody's right and everybody's wrong.
All right, here's what we're doing.
Can we agree on that?
We can agree. We're going to go to a quick
follow me though, right?
We're going to pull out
All
a commercial made a few years ago. I look a little bit younger, and we're going to get you right with your camera and audio, and I'm going to go grab some milk duds, and we're going to hash this out. We'll be right back.
All right, man. Do it. Play the commercial.
Up with Beast Coast Fishing to design this killer little jig. Whether you're fishing for smallmouth, largemouth, even spotted bass, this thing is sneaky. Designed with proven fish catching characteristics. It's a tiny little finesse football jig. It's called the Open Water Sniper. Of course, it's Smallmouth Crush approved. They come in a wide variety of different colors. This one here is Sexy Melon. We got Mothman, Straight Black, Green Pumpkins. So you notice they actually have a few less strands than your standard football jig. No weed guard. You're going to be throwing this the same place you're going to throw an open water, say, exposed hook tube. So anytime you're around that type of structure, it's going to work real well in rocks, hard bottom. And all you're going to be doing is dragging this along. You can do a drag and stop, a continuous retrieve. You can put a little tiny swim bait on the back of that. There's so many different ways you can fish this jig. I've put a TRD on the back of it and looked at them on the graph and dropped straight down and just let it sit there. They're going to hit it. They're going to bite it. The whole point of this jig is to actually emphasize the trailer that you're going to use. So notice the small strands. The hook is very stout. It's perfect. It's got an awesome keeper for your plastics. I've caught so many fish on this year. It will put more fish in the boat. Go check them out. Hey, listen, they got a lot of other great products as well. BeastCoastFishing.com. And pick yourself up the OW, Open Water Sniper Jig, Smallmouth Crush approved. All right, there you go. As we're waiting for Eric to get his camera and audio equipment set up to continue this beatdown on myself. Let's see what we got here in the comments. Cannot believe how fast summer has been going. We're into September. Tom, Nee, and myself are going to fish a tournament this weekend. He's going to be coming up here, and we'll go see what kind of damage we can do. I got a few guide trips this week, actually almost every day next week, and I do still have a few dates if anyone's interested in October and perhaps November. Some great fishing to be had. How we doing, Eric?
Let me just get my audio right. There we go. How's
Let's
that?
see what we got here.
Mo better? Mo better? Good?
All right, what were you saying?
What do you mean? What was I saying? When? What does that even mean? That's over. We're done. Good show, man. Let's put a bow on it. Cheers.
Yeah.
Lemon lime.
Waves kind of nice. So I just had a bad alternator, and then there was another cable that came off into the battery from the motor that had a short fuse that was blown. So I did get all that fixed, and I think I'm back and ready to go. So
Awesome.
Good. Everything's good on our end, Eric. I'm sorry you got to use that phone.
You know, I'll figure it out, man. I need to just get that hardwired. I'm using Wi-Fi down here. I'm in the basement, man.
There never was an issue. There never was an issue.
I think it's all the lures, all the lead. Think about it, dude. It's got to be it, man. Right? I mean, look behind me.
Do you have good ventilation down there? I mean, you're breathing in all that lead now that I think about it.
If that's the case, I'm a goner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Well, you don't believe in chemtrails either, so I guess none of that matters.
I'm gonna go when I go, bro.
That's right.
At least you'll have the shows to look back on, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And Brian asked about the truck. I had a bad CV shaft, whatever that means, and that's now fixed as well.
Just turning down the volume.
We're good.
Oh, dude, you've had a freaking summer with boats.
I know.
What's the update on the insurance claim?
You know, we can probably talk about that.
All right, let's go. I know everybody's curious.
Everything got squared away, but we're actually going to have a dedicated show.
Ooh.
And I'm going to bring a very good angler and insurance agent on the show in the future to talk insurance and fishing. You guys are going to love him. He's kind of a household name here in upstate New York. He's been on the Smallmouth podcast before. And so I look forward to setting that up here in the future. But he had a lot of great information when it comes to insurance and what you have to look for. I really didn't know much about it. I do understand now that there's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
And the insurance companies are definitely not out for your best interest at all, regardless of the little jingles and their commercials that they like to play.
That's a fact, Jack.
They are brutal.
I know. I had to negotiate to get what I wanted out of my totaled Forerunner.
Yeah, really?
Oh, dude, I got an extra $5,000 by negotiating. Oh, they lowball you. Facts. Absolutely. For sure. Yep.
Interesting.
No doubt. Yeah. Well, I mean, you were in a worse position. They were talking zero, right?
Yeah. I definitely, it'll be a great episode to tune into. I'm just, I got to figure out how I want to present it, and I want to explain the challenges I went through, because I really went through some messed up challenges. And
oh, brother, I'm sure.
I can't wait to share the story, guys. They did at least let me keep the Camus trailer. So if anyone's looking for a 21-foot Camus bass boat trailer,
why did you get to keep the trailer? I don't get it.
No.
That makes no sense.
They were going to give me $1,000 for it, and I said, nah, I'll take it.
Oh, so they separated the boat and the trailer.
Yes.
You should be able to sell that trailer for a couple grand, right?
Oh, easily. But it's, I'm just saying, whoever's interested in a gently used Camus trailer, it should work for any bass boat, I would imagine. It's just going to say Camus on the side, but
that's perfect.
Yeah.
I like it, man. I like it. Awesome, dude. Great show. Too bad we didn't get Big JP on. What happened? I talked to him this afternoon. He said he was coming on.
I'm not sure.
He was in the comments for a minute. Right?
Mm-hmm. So whoever's interested in that trailer, let me know.
That's right. You guys excited about the Hall of Fame boxes going out, man? I didn't get to see any of the questions. All right. Who's bidding? That's what I want to know.
I'll bid.
You'll bid? Nice. All right.
I'm kidding. I don't even know what. I wouldn't even look at the Hall of Fame thing. I don't even know what's going on.
I know you don't. Even though Matt's a friend of yours, you don't know that he's on the board. Did you know Matt Pangrak's on the board of directors for the
Fishing Hall of Fame board?
He's on the. Let me say it one more time, so you get it. Matt Pangrak is on the board of directors for the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Your guy. Yep. Are you donating the smallmouth trip in upstate? Did he hit you up?
Never got the invite.
Would you?
Probably not. I guess I'm a loud milk dud chewer. I'm sorry.
Probably wouldn't. That's a good one. There he is.
Hey, what's up, guys? Big JP.
Yo, what's up, guys? Big JP coming to you live from the basement. Oh yeah.
What happened to you?
Well, I never got the email,
Oh,
and then I asked about it, and then it was leg session time. So you know what comes first. Family comes first at Big JP's house, and I was rubbing legs, baby. So I'm back.
well, what's your email? Because I see that he sent it to you at 3:44 today.
Yeah, that's what he said. He sent it at 3:44, and I got no inbox in the spam. I got no inbox in the inbox. I was sitting in
He
there
must
going,
not have your regular email, bro. Hit me up next time because I could have sent it to you, bro.
all right, I thought maybe you invited me, and he was like, nah, I'm all set.
You would never do that. Ray Stickle said he just paid $8,000 for a new Triton trailer. Travis, you can get a little bit more than $2,000 for it.
I would hope.
Yeah. What do you think a new 21-foot bass boat trailer would go for?
Well,
And by
they're
the
looking
way,
to insure my trailer right now for $10,000.
does any bass boat fit a Camus trailer, or would you have to do some mods on the
I
tongue?
don't know.
Travis, what are,
JP?
What's that?
what are you eating?
Milk duds, bud.
Nice.
Milk duds, bud.
Nice.
If you want my trailer, the first person to offer me $5,000 can have it.
That's cool. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
$5,000 going once. Hey, you should do a live auction on it.
We should.
Could you do? Yeah, that would be fun.
Actually contemplating having another auction here real soon.
What are you going to sell?
No, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say, what do you have to sell, bro?
I would just like to say one thing before we get into an auction. I want to plug Thayer's Marine, Norwich, Connecticut.
There you go.
Let me tell you guys something. Big Bobby P, the drive master, my father at 72 years old, was at my house at 5 o'clock in the morning Thursday. He picked my rig up. He drove it down to Richie's. Richie got the guys on it right at 8 a.m. Right? My father was back on the road at 11, bringing the battle wagon back to the house. Right? Same day service. Everybody's probably not getting same day service, but he does keep every one of his guys on the water, no matter what. You can't buy a bass boat anywhere but Thayer's Marine, in my opinion. He keeps Travis going. He keeps me going. And if you buy a boat from him, he's going to keep you going too.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Heck yeah. In fact,
Amen.
what has Cortland Line done for us? We got them sponsoring the show. I haven't heard from Brooks in months. Now he's catching a bunch of salmon.
What the heck?
We got to put Thayer's up here.
Yeah, you got to get Thayer's Marine up there.
Where they at? I'm looking. I'm just clicking stuff right now.
Page 76 of the Smallmouth Crush Manual, bro.
Where the heck's Thayer's on here?
Yeah, where is it?
I called Richie. I said, "Hey, Richie, I got a couple minor little things I need.
There we go.
I need looked at.
Got it.
So I can get through the fall swing. I was hoping to get some same day service." He said, "No problem, JP. Let's just get Robin in on the emails." He copies Robin, right? Robin writes back, that's a short week due to Labor Day. What is this guy? Something special? And Richie says, yes, actually, he is a special individual. If I asked him to come down here and help me tomorrow, he wouldn't go to his normal job and he'd be down here helping me out. Let's get him in and get him out. And we got down there. We got it all fixed up, ready to go, and got me back on the water.
Pretty incredible. That's saying something, bro. That's not easy.
Also, Big JP's been bedridden for the last almost 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, dude. I blew my back out.
What? Bedridden?
Yeah.
You've been going to work?
I've been struggling to go to work. I couldn't lay down. I couldn't stand up. Sitting in the truck to drive was the most painful thing ever, getting in and out of the vehicle.
What were you doing?
Man, I don't know if it was a boat ride that irritated it at first.
Yeah.
And then I went to work one day. I hopped out of the truck. As soon as my feet hit the pavement and I stood up, I got a shooting pain from like the top of the middle of my ass right down my left cheek. Completely like debilitated me. I was like, man, this is like the worst pain ever, right? And I was like struggling through life for a week. And then a guy on the job was like, dude, you need to go see this guy. And he gave me this doctor's name down in downtown Schenectady. I went down there and they took an x-ray of my hips. I found out that my hips are unaligned quite drastically.
What?
So they put me, they gave me these orthopedic insoles, and then they reshot the x-ray. My hips were level. And they put me on a decompression table where they put a rubber belt on you really tight, and then they hook a rope to like a cable, and then it pulls real tight on your back and holds for 20 seconds at a time. And
like to stretch your spine to like decompress it. That's wild. It's like one of those stretcher machines in the horror shows.
Yeah. It's kind of like an inversion table, but you don't have to hang upside down.
Oh, that's wild, dude.
And
did that you feel better?
I feel 50% better anyway. I mean, I was having a hard time getting around, man.
Are you serious?
It was bad.
Did you have something that happened, like an acute, like you hit a wave harder, right? You were telling me.
Oh yeah, I hit a wave, and I was like, man, that kind of hurt my back, but then it was fine. Like, you know, I had a little pain, but it was nothing. And then I went to work, and it was the day after Labor Day, so the last Tuesday. And as soon as my boots hit the ground and I stood up, I was like, whoa, that's way worse than it was last week. And then it just got progressively worse. So,
hey, we want to give a big shout out to JP Jr. and give him a happy birthday this coming weekend.
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
Travis, he's celebrating a birthday.
Yeah, my son
only because JP is supposed to fish a tournament with me.
Oh,
I remember.
See, I knew it, man. I knew. Travis, damn, dude. I thought thought you were making some progress for a second.
Nope.
No, he wants me to move my son's birthday.
Travis, so like, nope.
I said, move your son's birthday. I mean, he won't know the difference.
Nah, move my son's birthday. He's only going to be 10 once, dude.
It's a pretty big number, 10.
You're
going to double.
He's got fascination with birthdays. I never will. I'm done trying.
You don't even, Travis. Look, here's the thing.
Actually, speaking of it,
Eric, I may or may not have had a birthday recently, and you sent me a text message. Did I reply?
You both had birthdays. As a matter of fact, we're going to cut the show right now, and JP is going to sing you both happy birthday.
No, I didn't have a birthday yet. Mine's in November. Mine's in November.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to two important people. Happy birthday to you both.
You could be a singer, bro. My birthday's in November, but thank you for the early birthday wishes, man. That does make me happy.
I got you in my phone too as a birthday.
No. My wife's is in September. No. My wife's is coming. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's coming up.
Why do I have you as September 11th, your birthday?
That's not it, bro.
Okay, we got to get that switched.
Yes, that's right. November 24.
Travis, how was your birthday? I know you didn't celebrate your birthday per se, but how was the day in general? Did you guide that day?
Yeah.
Did they let you fish?
Let me look.
All right.
Did you tell him it was your birthday?
No. He doesn't even let you know when his birthday is or how old he is or.
You just need to look at Bassmaster on his stats. It'll tell you when he was born.
I did not fish that day.
Oh, okay.
Travis is 54, if anybody wants to know. Oh, now it matters? That's the beauty of life, man. It's the beauty of
Eric.
Hey, man, let me just tell you something. It's the beauty of life, right? Everybody sees color differently. Everybody hears music and sounds. Everybody appreciates different art. Everybody likes to fish a little bit differently, man. That's the beauty of it all, man. That's the beauty of it all. To me, difference of, you've got different interests than I do. You've got these different theories than I do, man. That's what's cool, right?
I'm going to tell you guys right now, Anthony, you made a good point. 54 without just for men. So there's a product on Amazon called Blackbeard. It's like a mascara brush. Yeah. That thing changed my life, dude.
You use it?
Whenever I go out in public.
All right, you just go to the bathroom. Listen, go to the bathroom right now and put it on and come back on.
It's kind of
just do it. Make your mustache black. Do something funny.
I just
Do
want
it
to know why
now.
you. I don't
Right
know why
now.
you.
Right now, how many people want to see Travis make his beard black right now? I vote. JP?
Yeah, I'm down to see it black.
I'm down.
Why can't you just embrace your gray, dude? Why do you have to like
I'm not
artificially?
a fan of
Yeah,
gray,
yeah.
bud. I'm sorry.
But you know what's interesting is so you don't celebrate birthdays. You don't want anybody to know how old you are. You color your hair. You've got a problem with getting old. And that's just weird because of your other beliefs that it's just a simulation and it doesn't really matter. So I'm trying to
I want
square
stay in
all
the
these
simulation
things.
as long as possible. I'm mad that time is moving faster than ever.
But remember, that's just
well.
that's you are in a loop of a different reality than I am. I'm slowing down time and savoring, and your brain is worried about all that, so it minimizes the enjoyment that you can have from this simulation, or in my case, life. Doesn't that eat at you though? Your beliefs and thoughts create habits and actions, and you've got this belief system that
what's
makes
the comments here?
I know, right? See, how do you enjoy anything when you have that constant thing in your background? It's not real. It's over in 16 years. Hey, look at that. Get your soul glow on. Oh, I love that song. Just let your soul. I can't even go that high, Anthony. I know what he's talking about. Coming to America. Soul glow, baby.
Yeah, that's
I
when
got
the guy
that
had
song.
the curly hair and stuff.
Yeah, I could play that song right now. I think I got to, actually.
Travis, how many packs of Milk Duds did you shove down your throat in the last 45 seconds?
No, they didn't have any big ones. I normally get the gallon size. Really disappointed. Eric must have got a business phone call.
No, I'm looking for Soul Glow. I got to play it. We're going to get demonetized. Oh, where is it? Dang, man.
All right. Any new people in the last month or so that are still hanging out with us tonight? I want to know about that guy from Washington State that's new. Is he digging this type of conversation? At this point in the night, sometimes we just kind of do what we want to do, and we let the conversation go where we want it to go.
We do, man. We do.
And I love that about this, and I love this community, and I love.
Me too.
I even love Matthew.
Who's Matthew?
Matthew Weimer.
Oh, yeah.
He said some awfully mean stuff to me the last couple of weeks. Yeah,
has he?
I'm a truly forgiving person.
That's awesome. Man, I'm trying to find it so bad, man. What?
Waves, that's probably a comment of the night right there.
The guy watched a skedaddle about 8:15. The new guy.
All right, funny. People really want me to go get the Blackbeard out.
Dude, the votes came flying in when I said it.
I'd rather do
it. It wouldn't have the same effect if you just did your mustache right now. Have a little fun with it.
I don't have to do my mustache, Eric. I just get a couple grays on the side here.
Oh, yeah. Get pissed off, Travis. Do the little jaw thing.
I think it's here, too. I think you pretty much know, and on the chin right there.
A little bit.
No, dude, on the chin. I can see the gray from here, and you're on my little tiny iPhone. When I come in close, I'm looking at that gray on the chin, bro. Yeah, you better just do a full application of the Blackbeard, bro. Hey, matey.
Put that in one of them full brim straw hats on. You look like one of them Amish guys cleating down the street on a bareback horse.
Give me all your beard mascara of your life. The choice is yours. Pretty much.
Yeah. Marge sent you.
Marge sent you. Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure. One of my favorite movies of all time.
I'll be right back, you freaks.
You got to do it, man. He's doing it. Doing it. Blackbeard. Yeah. Yeah, Mark D. I thought that would be great. Matthew Weimer wants to know if you're booking for May next year. Big JP.
Oh, I'm booking for May. Hit me up, buddy.
Yeah, there you go. That's Matthew Weimer. How do they hit you up, bro? Tell them about it.
518-708-5313.
Let's type that in for everybody to see. 518. Hold on. Hold, please. I'm in the chat. 518
708
708
5313.
5313. You should go to
BigJPBass.com.
BigJPBass.com. All right, man. There you go.
Thanks, Eric.
All part of the show, bro.
Oh, yeah.
All
I
part
thought
of
for
the
sure
show.
that I got put on the back burner. I'm sitting there going, man, where's my invite to the
Why
thing?
didn't you text me, bro? I
don't know.
invited you. I have the link. I could have just sent it to you. What is your email address?
It's well, I'm gonna give you a different one. Big JP
Big JP
6884
6884
at Gmail.
at gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm forwarding this to you. That way you'll be in the directory. Now you have my Hotmail address.
Thank you, sir.
You got it, man.
Oh, he's gonna
You
paint
got
it
it.
on in live in front of us.
Oh, he's definitely going to apply it live. Are you
You
doing
have
it?
to at this point. All right, so let me explain what I do here.
All right, this is awesome, man.
At some
No
point, I'll
other
have
bash.
my Amazon store for this, but it actually is called
Okay.
Blackbeard.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And so what I used to do is the just for men, and you have to put some color and some white stuff and mix it together and brush it on, wait 5 minutes, take a shower, scrub it off, gets all over the shower. This honestly, makeup tutorial. This stuff is life changing for any of you guys that have a little bit of gray. Oh, hold on, because we'll make this a commercial in the future. Listen, if you're an angler that likes to look good in front of the camera,
That
We're
likes
at
to look
the
sexy.
top. and you're trying to impress those smallmouth, you
Yeah.
need Blackbeard. Okay, there's 4 different colors to choose from. In this
Let me
instance,
get, let me
I have
guess. We
dark
got black, brown.
You have dark brown. Dark
Dark
brown.
brown.
Okay.
All it is
Rusty
a
crawl. All right.
just a brush.
Like
what
an
I do in the
eyeliner
morning-
brush. Yep.
Like tomorrow, I have very important people on a guide trip. We might do some filming. I want to look good, right? So I'm going to put a dab of this on. This doesn't last more than 24 hours.
Oh,
You take a shower, it's gone. So you have to do this daily if you want to.
look sexy.
So normally I have a little bit of gray here. So I just normally have a mirror in front of me. This will be a little interesting. Everything's in reverse right now. So I kind of just.
This is the best thing I've ever seen.
He's turning into Spencer Sheffield right before my eyes.
I am. Like if Spencer, here's the problem by doing this right now, and word gets out, Spencer's going to find this, and then next time his book will be wrapped by Blackbeard next year.
Dude, the mustache now.
All right,
Mustache.
now listen. I put it on. There's another step you guys have to
Oh.
pay attention. You have to take a ray.
Yep.
And you just blotch it through.
Okay.
Okay. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. You're a little heavy on one side, maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know.
And
Okay.
if I-
Okay. Other side. Other side. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
There
Did
you
you
go.
do your Did you do your mustache?
No, I didn't.
I think you should apply it to the mustache too. You're looking a little uneven. Just
I'll
do
it
it.
in the morning, Eric.
Do the whole thing. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
I love this thing.
Can you use it for your eyelashes too?
I don't need to dye my eyelashes. But
No, could you do it on your eyebrows real quick? I want to see you with dark eyebrows too. Do it, man.
I'm not doing that.
Do it, man.
No.
Go full mascara.
Oh.
The dude wears makeup, bro.
We just made bass fishing history.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Spencer just ordered a case of Blackbeard. I want to see chartreuse.
That was worth the show. Right
Good.
there.
All right.
Your chin is like beamingly brown now.
It is, man. Makes those pearly whites stand out. I'm gonna get some of that stuff. I'm coming out with a Blackbeard next time. I'm going straight jet black, dude. Now you're gonna make the Hall of Fame.
Queer guy for the bass guy. He's never going to use it again now, Eric, after that comment. He's going to be clean shaved like a baby's ass in the morning.
Oh my gosh. We all needed that. Doug's got makeup on it. Your eyes are looking like a raccoon.
All right.
All right, let's try to bring it back together, guys.
All right.
This is a serious bass fishing show. Whew. I needed that laugh. Thank you, man. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
This is a comment. Blackbeard Board of Directors. Clem Keaty offer without a mirror. Don't cry out there and smear your makeup.
Block his pockets, Rock. Oh, come on, Pete Jablowski. We know that's you. I love it.
Hey, yeah, whatever happened to him?
That's him right there, Jesus himself.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Did you really just Junebug your beer? I'll toast to that.
Oh, man.
That was a good one, man. We needed that. We needed that in a big way. Big way.
Yeah.
Hey, how about the dude winning on my fuzzy dice idea, homemade? What do you think of that? He drop shot it.
I think it's very cool.
Yeah, I mean, he homemade his like I did.
I'll be honest. I paid zero attention to that because I just thought it looked totally unnatural and just stupid.
Crazy, right?
But obviously, now I don't know what the cost for something like that is. I'm sure it's like 4 cubes for $14, but
of course, it's like $11.99 or something, like a Sakamata.
I will say this, just full disclaimer, I was preparing for I bought a bunch of the Zoom wing
the winged flukes. How are
winged flukes? Do they work as good as the Sakamatas?
I tied them on today. We're gonna try them. They
all
look
right,
legit.
Hey, remember how you used to drop shot?
How the baits were all crinkled and kinked up and quality control. I didn't see that. I bought, so I'm excited.
Oh, that's good. You could always just boil them.
Who's got time for that?
That's true. That's true. Do you ever drop shot a 4-inch fluke? I mean, Senko like you used to? Wacky.
Dang it. That's such a good point. I actually threw my Senko box in the boat. Isn't this weird? I literally thought of that 2 hours ago.
That's bizarre.
I literally said, I need to go rig up a baitcaster with a wacky rig Senko and tie one up.
Yeah. Well, I could make you some with some legs to it anytime you want, man.
All right.
I got the little tool. I have the technology. I could make you a hairy crawl if you wanted. Whatever you need, man. Just let me know. Whatever you need.
Yeah.
I got it. Bungee rig with an eyeball. There's a little bait hack for you. Don't buy the Nico weights. Just go buy yourself some cheap jigs. What was that one? What comment?
I just threw it up there.
I don't see. Hold on. That's a good one too. Comments are always the best part of the show, bro. But I guess whatever we say sometimes spurs the comments on. So we're part of that too, right? No doubt. Good laugh, dude. Thank you. Needed
JP,
it.
what's big for you, bud?
Yeah, Big JP, tell us what's new.
Man, well, I got to take a bunch of executives for Pure Fishing out on a guide trip a couple weeks ago. I got a phone call from Bassmaster Elite Series Pro Tim Doobie. He's a friend of mine, and I guess there was 9 executives that flew in for a business trip, and they needed a boat, so they called, and of course I was happy to oblige. And so there was 9 of them, and there was 4 captains. And somebody needed 3 people. I guess I drew that straw. So I ended up with 3 guys in my boat. Everybody else had 2. They wanted to have like a tournament, biggest fish, most fished, and heaviest 5 fish. And these guys took it pretty serious. They had printed out pieces of paper. Every time they caught a fish, they had to weigh down exactly how much each fish weighed.
Nice.
Happy to say Big JP's boat had the clean sweep. So I made some really good connections there with the Pure Fishing guys. The one gentleman, his first name was Chris. He goes by Daddy. He kept telling me Daddy's on the rocks. Daddy loves the way the bottom feels. Daddy's gonna make a bass. Daddy's got to catch a bass. You know. I was like, Daddy needs to chill out a little bit. You know.
I love it.
But they were a great bunch of guys, and we had a good time. And you know, got to rub shoulders with some executives from Pure Fishing, which was pretty cool, you know. Yeah, it was great. I thought I started out kind of odd because we met at this diner, and I didn't have cash on me, and I just got a new bank card that week, and for some reason the new card, the chip wasn't working. So I saw there was an ATM in the diner. And I'm like, well, I know I'm not going to be able to get money out of that. So I looked over at Doobie and I go, you got any cash on you? And he goes, just enough for myself. And I'm like, all right, no problem. So I just ordered a coffee. And I was like, somebody will pick up the coffee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So needless to say, Big JP didn't eat.
Oh, you must have been starving, bro.
These bros didn't hook you up with a meal?
Yeah, well, evidently Daddy was paying for the whole meal, and I didn't know it. You know what I mean? So shame on me for not ordering the biscuits and gravy, but it's all good.
Damn.
Anyway, we get on the boat, we get out there, and man, these guys were laughing and cutting it up pretty hard all day long. They were all on each other. So the first question I always ask everybody is, what's your personal best smallmouth? One of the guys had never caught a smallmouth before in his life.
Wow.
His first one was a 412, so he was real happy about that. And then he caught a 512, which ended up being big fish of the day throughout the whole group.
Yeah, the guy had never caught one caught big. That's awesome.
So that was kind of fun.
That's really cool.
See, on that spot you gave me for the Toyota series, you told me to keep drifting over, and I don't have a problem. If my fish aren't there, I can fall back on your spot and still save face for the tournament. Thanks, JP, for the tip. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you didn't go there.
Oh, all right.
What the heck?
You didn't go there, and our other buddy did, and he caught a 6-pounder out of there.
Bro, we didn't even talk about my shitty ass performance in the Toyota series.
Well, I think you should. It's your time. You have the floor. Let's go, Blackbeard.
Yeah, I just suck, guys. My fish weren't there. I made a 4-hour. My first spot, I'm just going to tell you this. My first spot had a 40-yard matted eelgrass was floated on top of where I wanted to cast. It freaked me out. Never seen that in my life, which means there was very poor current anyways in the area. But I had a huge grass mat just sitting there. I couldn't even fish it.
It's so crazy.
I ran my second spot where I talked to JP about the day before. As soon as JP gets back, we'll talk about that.
JP?
Daddy would have caught a 7 if he secured that biscuit and gravy.
That's a good one, Clay.
I don't want to avoid the topic, guys. I don't.
No, not at all. You did a YouTube video on it, right?
Yeah.
Put the link to the video. You guys can see the full length video.
But the video didn't really talk about the tournament too much.
Oh. But anyway.
My second spot 2 days before, I found some fish, and apparently they were just random roamers, but they were gone. My third spot had the fish. Nope, hold on. Third spot didn't have them. Fourth spot had the fish, but they would not bite properly. Little ticks. And I'd set the hook and feel them for about 2 seconds. And they'd be gone.
What was going on with that?
No clue. And I'll be honest with you, I've been back. I hate to say this, probably been back 8 or 9 times since, and I still can't catch those fish.
Are you serious?
Like, I go there almost every day thinking
And
We're
they're
gonna get 'em.
they're there every day.
Oh, they're there, and they just won't bite.
How deep are they?
It's off of a grass, a high 12 down to 30,
Okay. And what depth are the fish in?
12 to 30.
Okay. Have you tried the 3-pound test? I need to know.
No.
I need to know.
I go there every day. I'm going by on a guide trip. I'll swing in there.
How
I
big
had
are they?
one good freaking day in my life, and that was 2 days before the tournament on this spot.
Oh
And
my
I haven't
god.
I've been there a dozen times since. So you think I would learn my lesson?
That's so great. But you got to keep checking. How many
Yeah.
fish are there?
So honestly,
What would you guess? Is this 50 fish pack? They spread out. You see groups of 3, 4, 5.
there, over here, 2, 3. There's 40, 50 fish on that.
Wow. Wow. And you've thrown I'm sure you've thrown the house at them.
Pretty standard stuff, but I'm trying.
All right. I want you to go 3-pound test and report back.
Maybe.
No, you have to try it.
Yeah.
Why
It's
wouldn't you?
And listen, and the bait fish are there every day.
What kind of bait fish?
I don't know, but I've never seen bait fish like this ever in my life.
Is that what they're keying on? And that's why you can't get them to commit?
Loaded with bait fish.
How big are the bait fish?
Not sure.
Did you try to shake and bake
wow.
them?
I didn't shake on them yet because I found them in the tournament on a jig. I fish a tournament on a
That's
jig.
crazy.
I don't shake with clients because they're not that experienced yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Bill Wiles. Bill Wiles came up, did 3 days with Big JP, and the second day, weather was conducive to go out on the lake. We went out on the lake. He wanted to put a whole day in learning my way of shaking a minnow. So we went out, and Bill stuck with it all day long. And I think Travis can attest to the fact that you throw at a lot more fish that actually don't bite. But Bill ended up with just under 26 pounds on 5 fish by the end of the day. After his trip, he flew home, put the tools to work that I had showed him, little tips, techniques, and sends me a picture of a 6-pound, 15-ounce largemouth that he caught.
Love it.
With the new techniques that I taught him. So that was kind of cool, too.
Who did he fish with?
He was with me for 3 days.
I thought you said he fished with Big JP.
Yeah, me, Big JP.
I didn't know. Do you always refer to yourself in the third person?
That's the new thing now, yeah, you know.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Okay,
I want to make
gotcha.
it clear, those fish are smallmouth. I don't need a camera.
All right.
They're smallmouth.
So maybe the mystery to unlock the lake is what potential species could these bait fish be?
Bro, I don't know, but I tell you, I swear to God, 3/8 ounce sniper, TRD gobies. I could cast it to him. I could drop it underneath the boat. 2 days before the tournament, it did not matter. I probably stayed longer than I should have, but I probably jacked on 5 or 6 good fish there. And there was plenty more to go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you tried shaking a minnow at him?
Not yet.
Ooh. Interesting.
No. It's such a gorgeous. It's a small hump that comes up to 12 feet, and it's got thick grass that goes 12, 15, 18. By 20 feet, the grass stops. And then you have a slow drop. No rock. It's just clear bottom.
Clean.
Plain bottom. Out to 30, those fish will be. And my co-angler Did jack on and I have caught a few big largemouth out there too in the past, but my co-jacked on a few good fish on a sea rig, throwing it through that grass.
Green or brown?
Interesting.
I think they were green.
How big?
I mean, I've caught 5+ largemouth out of that spot in practice.
How big were the ones your co caught?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention. 3, 4, 4.5. I don't know.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Sea rig. All right.
Of course, you would throw a sea rig.
I mean, what else are you going to do if you're a co? One good one.
Anyways,
behind a pro.
So I ran out of time.
Yeah.
I caught 2 really good fish off that spot, thinking back now. And
what would you do different if you had to do over again?
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, I put 3 little guys in the boat for 15 pounds. So I literally had like bare minimum squeakers, 3 of them, and then 2 studs in that 15-pound bag.
What would you have done differently if you had day 1 to do over, knowing what you know now?
Man, knowing what I know now, everything. But if I didn't know, I would still go run that same thing, man. Like,
no,
that's
if the Toyota was tomorrow, based on everything you've seen since then, what would you do differently? What's your game plan for tomorrow?
Cape Vincent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Is that the same 2-hour run?
A little longer.
Oh, Cape Vincent is longer than where you ran. It's 2.5 hours.
No, 2:10.
Okay, gotcha. So still you have 4 hours of fishing, maybe. Right? 8-hour tournament day, 2 hours of running each way, 2 hours.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you, actually, you know what I would do? No. I would stay in the Clayton zone.
Okay.
And I would throw a 3/8 ounce sniper jig on every fish I saw in my live scope.
I got you.
Because we did that the other day, and I think I can expand on that even more now. My new thing.
Tell me.
I know JP loves the drag. I hate dragging, but I love throwing on. And they'll bite when you throw on.
Tyler Williams is making a living doing that. Throwing a jig.
The dragon thing, man, is getting so old because it's so random. And the fish just aren't stacked. JP, you agree with this? The fish aren't stacked like they used to be, man.
Right. You got to just keep running and running and running and running humps.
It's ridiculous. One day they're on one, the next day they won't show up for a week later. 2 weeks.
Captain Scooter Lily's in the chat right now, and he suggests drop shot and a frog on 3-pound test.
Well, that may work. David, I did use the scent on them even in the tournament.
Somebody said, did you use the taku powder?
No, I'm good with that. I got the right thing.
Well, I want to do a side-by-side comparison of the taku powder I have and Procure. How do we do that? We need a group of fish. We need to use the same
I got to tell you this spot. You can go in there and mess with these fish.
Travis, he ain't interested in any of the ideas I got. Maybe I should start filming with you, JP, because he doesn't want to do those tests. We're going to go big JP crush.
Bring your little Cinco with your feathers. I don't care. We'll try it.
I was just saying, man.
Bring
I mean,
your
do you want to just do this? Do you want to do the same old stuff day in, day out? Wouldn't you just like to try and see if something made a difference?
It sounds so good, though, when you get to tell your clients, listen, bros, I'm fishing all my A shit right now. These are my A baits. This is what I do. They just ain't biting today.
But I do have this little weenie rod with 3-pound test, so I just got to see. Yeah. Remember that one time you tried it and it worked?
I remember.
It worked.
It
worked.
Yeah. I got a little light.
Dude. Those Canadian guys were not shy about telling you they fish 6-pound test. And they say it makes a difference. The guys
Yeah.
from Great Lakes Finesse. The
Yeah.
guys that brought the finesse little tiny baits into the scene.
Yeah.
You are sponsored by them. Or
Hey,
used
we
to
want
be.
to welcome Pete Jablowski back in the chat. He's asking me how my equipment's working out, of course. We know Jablowski is a big Evinrude fan and probably likes Ford, so I don't know.
Hey, Eric, are you coming back up this fall or no?
Yeah. Travis says I can come up earlier if there's some.
I told him to come up this week. The salmon are in the rivers already, bro.
What?
I know.
What? Yeah.
Black River?
Oh, Salmon River for sure.
All right, how we got to catch them? With the Lund?
Yeah.
What? We dropped the Lund in the river? Float
They're
it? Troll
here.
it?
They're very early, but they're here.
Wow.
They've been about 2 weeks now.
That's crazy. Is that like, that's really early, right?
Very early.
Everything's early.
You
They
been talking
spawned-
to my buddy John Wilson?
I haven't talked to him lately. No.
Yeah, Pinhook says they even dipped down to 4 pound a couple of times to catch those smallies that won't bite.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get them to bite before you can land them. And what are they going to get tangled in? Nothing. It's open water.
Fine. Come up here. We'll try it.
Dude.
I'm going to tell you
Here-
something else, guys. I'm just for the record here. JP,
What does that say? What's that say?
4
Four.
pound. All right.
Thank you. Am I ready? Have I been ready? I've been ready, man.
Yes. JP, just so you know.
You want to see all my Japanese powders I bought for this
I feel like
show?
I feel like, and I hate saying this in front of Eric, so I'm going to whisper.
What? Go ahead. Whisper it.
I feel like there's an epic topwater bite going on out there
No, stop lying.
that we don't know about. I swear to you.
Come on, man. All right.
I've
This
seen
is for
some
the-
shit the last couple of days out there when it was calm.
Come on, man.
I know what a bass smacking bait on the surface sounds like, and I heard it multiple times.
Don't tell me I ain't ready.
JP,
Don't-
and the same shit we drift.
Come on, man.
And I'm going to tell you something else, JP. We're CS1. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those fish were suspended.
What?
You can throw an A-rig around them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay? Suspended, bro. Suspend out there.
Come on, man. You think they'll hit a spook?
I'm just saying. I haven't been able to do it with clients, but I'm ready to tear it up.
Hey, look at this.
I've been, bro, since that tournament, I've been back in my cage, pointing, telling people where to cast. I'm ready to let loose. I got an A-rig ready to go. I got a shake in the middle ready to go. I got top waters ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Top waters?
The
Yes.
man needs a day off so he can
I
catch
need to
a
get
bass,
out there
ladies and
and catch a
gentlemen.
fish.
Catch a fish. Dude, look at there it is, man. The magic
I'm
powder.
gonna cast all day and see how you feel. And then sit on a live stream until 10 o'clock at night, painting your goddamn beard on live TV.
You've lost it,
What's
man.
this
I
world
know.
coming to?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. But I'm ready. Look at that. OW Sniper. Sexy Melon. That might catch one. Got a whole bag. They sent it to me, Travis. Isn't that nice of them? Thank you, Derek.
It is nice. Who did?
I don't even have Derek did. Beast Coast.
Oh.
I don't have to borrow your shit. Remember that time we were testing your jig? And I caught the first 6 pounder in the country on that jig.
Yeah.
Didn't even look at the scope, man. All I did was what? Snap it out of the grass. What's up now? Snap it. That's what you need to do is hang that sniper jig up in that grass edge, man, and snap it. Pop it. Do it like this. Pop, pop. Pop that shit, bro. Pop it.
Makeup removers. JP, you just got to get your beard growing. You got some grays, no?
No.
Really?
I'll grow a beard like you've never seen before. I used to have one right down to here.
Did you really?
Yeah. Yep. It's
Dang.
not.
Oh,
I don't
geez,
have-
Matthew with your weed guard. Son of. Oh. I'm going to freak out.
Don't freak out, dude. You already had a freak out tonight. You can't have
All right.
two in the same night.
All right. Well, we lost one. Just you and me, JP.
No, I'm here, bro.
Oh.
I was going to say that's not good because you don't have me for too much longer.
Well, it's going to be a short show tonight anyway.
Sean, I want to answer this. What is your go-to weight on OW Sniper Jig? What setup? All right. Because I use a jig a lot.
Listen, guys, when I'm dropping on them, it's a 3/8 jig. When I'm dragging on them, it's a
Yeah, but let me
half-ounce jig.
explain.
Cold water in the spring.
No, you're wrong, JP.
What's the matter with you?
If it's calm,
Bullshit.
It's a 1/4 ounce on a, what is it, 7.2? What's the medium Legend X? 7 or 7.2? I can't remember.
If it's calm, I'm throwing an 1/8 ounce. What's up now, boys?
Okay. Sean, 1/4 ounce if it's calm.
No, Sean, you want to throw my
Little
jig when
General.
it's calm.
Trooper, Z-Man TRD,
Sorry.
Z-Man TRD Gobies, Z-Man,
Just-
what's that? Hogs,
Wade hogs.
Great Lakes Finesse Snack Craw. What else am I missing? That's
Nico
it.
Leach.
Sure.
Oh, bud.
Maxent
with you
the
Nico Leach.
drop minnow.
With the
1/4 ounce,
Smallmouth
8
Crush
pound test
Magic.
line
Just telling you,
on a
Travis.
St. Croix Legend X medium. I think it's 7 foot, might be 7.2. I'm pretty sure
And
it's
I'm-
7.
And I'm going 7-pound sniper just to get
Okay.
a few more bites than Travis.
I'm
behind
also
me.
going to have a 3/8 ounce, same setup, but 10-pound test line. And I'm going to drop when it's windier or my clients can't cast accurately or a lot of different reasons. And then a 1/2 ounce for Dragon. And that'll be on a 7.2 medium heavy Legend X with 14 or 16-pound gamma fluorocarbon line, or a 7-foot medium heavy spinning rod, 15-pound Cortland master braid to a 14-pound fluorocarbon leader.
And if it's really tough with those mini bait fishes Travis is talking about, I'm throwing that on a Jeeker.
The hell is that?
Brother, I caught him on it.
Bring that up here, bud, and let's do it one-on-one.
All right.
I'll even give you the live scope. I'll just sit in the back.
I don't want the live scope. I don't know what to look at. I'm just gonna cast like I normally do and catch them.
Yeah.
Behind you.
JP,
And
you
then-
been up behind Simcoe lately?
No.
Guy
Semco
needs to
Island?
go there.
Semco Island?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the fall, man. I'm looking forward to that water temperature getting down and them fish getting up, baby. I want to start power fishing some big uns.
Mm.
Mmm.
You haven't experienced a true fall with me yet, bud.
Mmm.
I'm ready to show you. It's fun. It's one of my favorites. It truly is. Now, I'm so confused here. Because we got Jablowski, and then we got Blackett's Pocket Rocket. And I thought they were the same. But now they're having conversations like Jablowski's all about Gamma, and Pocket Rocket is asking if Gamma's still a thing. I don't
Gamma
know.
fishing line. That you got to take out a second mortgage for that stuff.
Bro, and I get a small discount, and believe me, yes, you do. Yep. Last 7-pounder Lee was probably good 3 weeks ago now. So no, I've been sucking. I did have a really messed up guy trip. Great group of guys. We struggled, especially day 2. JP, we drifted some A spots, and they were not there.
Mm.
Like, it blew my mind. I was trying to explain to them how we should get a bite every 8 to 10 minutes. And when you go a half hour without a bite, and then you move to another spot, like, it was mind-blowing how messed up it was that day. And we caught some fish, but definitely not up to what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
So when you coming up, Eric?
I got to look at the calendar. I'll call you tomorrow. We'll look at the calendar. What time are you going to be available to look at your calendar?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
It'll be either before 6 o'clock in the morning or after 1:30 in the afternoon.
After 1:30, call me.
No,
Or
call
I'll
me
call
after
you.
5.
I'll call you after 5. We'll look at the calendars and we'll set a dime. Sweet.
JP calls me in the morning. I don't like being interrupted in the morning.
I know, that's why I do it, Eric. I call him and I go, sorry to mess up your morning routine, but it's your best friend, Big JP. How's it going this morning, Travis Manson?
Almost every other day.
And then I get I got to take this call. No, you don't. Don't lie to your bro. There's no phone call coming.
He's used that trick for years. He tried that on me the other day. I said, is it urgent? No. Oh, I lost him. We'll call him back after we're done talking, brah. He was laughing the whole time, man. He can't use that dumb trick on us anymore. Got a call coming in. No, you don't.
I do. I don't make that up.
Yes, you do. You have totally pulled that move several times. You know you have. Stop lying. It's a bad habit
I don't
that you
lie
have.
about a phone call coming in. I get a lot of calls.
So I don't know if this was already talked about or not, but I had a question regarding all the dramatizing news and bass fishing. It's
let's go.
a quick question. Travis, have you ever received a phone call from a Bassmaster Elite Series Pro or an MLF BPT Pro during
He already
the
covered that.
off-limits
He already covered that.
asking you for information?
Yes.
I have.
Okay, now
he covered
I don't
it in
want to
his
know
rant.
whether you did or didn't give them that information, but do you feel insulted that they would blatantly break the rule like that and call you?
All right. For the record,
You're already
Eric's
on
like,
record.
where are you
bro.
going with this, bud?
You're already on the record earlier.
There was some bigger names that I felt pressured.
Wow.
And so I maybe divulged some things.
How did they do in the Derby?
I don't even know.
You could go back and look. Why don't you look right now at the results? Tell us if they were top 20, top 10, top 5. That would create some interesting dialogue.
Here's the question to make it a little spicier. Were any of the ones that called you some of the biggest ones bitching about how the rookies are going around getting information?
No, because I know one that did.
I don't
Sorry.
believe that.
That's I'm here to tell you, and I'm not lying, JP. They've won on Live Scope. Now what?
I know. I'm saying
The guy's never said a word about it. The one I know that called him has never said a negative word about any of the rookies. Not a fucking peep.
That's it. You didn't hear my question correctly.
I did. You said, did any of the ones call you bitch about the rookies?
No.
And I want to make it clear. No Elite Series Pro asked me this year anything.
Not that they bitch about the individual rookies, Eric. My question was, let me rephrase my question. Were any of them the bigger names that talk down about people getting information? So they spit one line and then they call and try to get information out of the other side of their mouth. That's my question.
Don't know, but don't think so. Anything
And
I've
listen,
heard them say publicly.
when I say I talked with guys in the past, it could be 8, 9, 10 years ago. Okay.
Right.
They're still around. But
I'm talking about last year.
Zero Elite or MLF pros reached out to me in 2024. I just want to make that clear. Zero.
Fair statement.
Okay.
I'm referring to 2023. Just to give you how recent it was. And no, JP, I've never heard them bitch about information being given. But I'm sure there are people that do talk outside, both, because we all know this, all fishermen are liars. Facts.
It depends. Like there's a level of trust.
All
with certain people.
fishermen are liars.
Here's what I do appreciate. The guys that
even amongst friends.
The guys that reached out, they trusted me.
Right, not to tell on them. And so now
I'm not telling, I ain't naming names ever.
No, but you've already have told because you said some elite pros called you. So now
so they're welcome to keep calling me because they know I'll never squeal or tell a name.
You won't rat them out.
No. I'll tell you it happens, but I ain't going to rat anybody out.
That's fair.
And I also know the game they play. It's more of a let's talk about a certain lake over here and tell me what you would do. It's not always exact waypoints. I want to make that clear. It's
Unless
let's
they're
say
in
we
your
were on Lake
garage,
Michigan next week.
download them.
What would you be doing?
Interesting.
Okay.
That's how
It's
they skirt
coded.
the rules.
It's coded. It's never, well, some are straight up. I may or may not leave the house with my GPS map on in the boat.
Maybe that could have happened. We're not so sure.
And then what are you going to do with all the 5,000 waypoints?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Unless you circled it.
Yeah.
Make sure you go to that waypoint that says JP sucks wiener. Remember that waypoint, Travis?
Yeah, and I never charge anyone for information either.
Right.
Yeah. Unless you sign up for a one-on-one.
Or you send them a case of mascara. That Blackbeard, I mean.
That's right. All my point is by saying this is it does happen. There's no way to track it.
Agreed.
It happens more than you think.
Agreed. Can't police it.
I can understand how an Elite Series angler that is trying to do things the right way and knows blatantly that there's another competitor that's when we say blatantly, I shouldn't say that. There's always rumors on circuit. There's a lot of rumors on tour. It's not just looking for spots, guys. There's a lot of everyday life that goes on. Also happens on the Elite Series as well. Okay.
What does that mean?
I mean,
Everyday life.
I know a lot of stuff that goes on. Okay.
Interesting. You could do an expose.
You definitely could. All right.
Ooh,
it's almost like if people knew
juicy.
the real juicy. Okay.
You think anybody will ever write a book under a pseudonym and do a tell all? How far would you have to go back?
Man. I mean, I know. I wish I could name. I know, stuff. Legit stuff.
You know where the bodies are buried.
I do. And so does other people that are close with us. And there's 5, and I'm not the only. I'm not bragging. There's got to be dozens more that are in the same situation I've been that are even still competing that know the dirty dirt.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to check my battery health.
I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys later.
All right, peace out, bud. Nice talking to you.
It's so random.
It always
no
is.
5-minute warning and no 5-minute warning. Nothing, man.
But my point is, it's got to be frustrating for a professional angler that does play by the rules and knows the rumors or hears things that is directed with another angler getting spots. But let's be real. Here's a great point. JP and I are in the same body of water. We kind of know how we each of us fish. And JP can do really good one day and give me a waypoint. And I can literally take the numbers and punch it right into my graph. And he can explain to me what he's doing. And I can go there the next day and not catch anything.
100%.
Okay.
It's hard to fish somebody else's fish.
It's very hard to fish somebody else's stuff.
I would agree. Agree.
So I really don't know. I'm not sure.
I hear you. That's a hard road.
In full disclosure, we can talk about this because it was before the cutoff. I reached out to Jack and we talked about the Chesapeake earlier tonight in the show, Eric, when we got a little livid. Jack told me about that zone. And I kind of expanded on it. He didn't tell me exactly that, but that was help in the right direction. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. You can clue people in for sure. I agree with that 100%. Patterns,
Potomac River, no doubt. You clued me in on what was going on with that before the off limits. I don't even know if there was off limits that year, but
No, there wasn't. None. You didn't do
Um,
anything illegal.
So having that information can help. It's a lot
Right.
better. It's a lot better having the person in your boat than it is talking about over the phone.
That's right.
Agreed?
Agreed.
You can get all the waypoints you want, but unless you have that experience in that area or, the confidence in that zone, it
Agreed.
doesn't always help,
No, it doesn't always
Fish
translate.
are
No
everywhere.
doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Yep. No question, man. You got a point. You got a point, man. Great show, dude. I needed that big laugh. You delivered in spades, brah.
Yes.
Do you want to have any special guests that I can hunt down next week?
Yeah.
You got somebody in the on your mind?
No.
All right. Let me do some thinking. Who would you guys like to see in the comments? We got 200 plus people watching. Who do you guys want to see next week? Give us some topics.
The chat's getting slow tonight.
I know. All right, I put it out there for let it ruminate for a minute. Let's see. Who would you like to talk to right now in the industry? I mean, you don't follow it much, but
I want to bring back I want Brody.
Brody would be hilarious to bring back. I'd like to talk to him, see how
I haven't talked to him in a year. I feel bad.
Let's do that. The Adagram. We got some BTC and Jimmy, Dave Wolak, Randy Blockett, Ben.
We do need Zona. We'll get Zona on this winter.
Yep. Seth Fighter, Zona, Matt Robinson, Gary Atkins after his huge NPFL win, unless you're still sore at him.
I'm never sore at Gary.
Well, then we should probably bring Gary on.
Yeah.
And let's ask him about the NPFL change.
It would be cool to bring Dave Mercer back on in the future.
I think that'd be amazing.
Did you see the podcast Dave put out a couple weeks back? Because he got a lot of heat.
Who was on it?
That event up on the St. Lawrence River.
Who was on it?
It was himself and some other guy.
I just watched the one with him and Zona today.
No.
Hold on. Let's look at his channel.
Yeah, please do.
Dave Mercer. YouTube. All right, let's see. Let's see what's happening with Dave Mercer. Dave Mercer YouTube. Please subscribe. Live shows. Wes Logan, what really happened?
It was a week after the elites were up here. So look at the week.
Wes Logan was on the show 3 weeks ago.
No, look up
Rick Clunn was on.
It was
2
like
weeks
the week
ago.
of the 19th or 26th of August.
Okay, 19th to the 26th of August. How many weeks ago was that?
2 or 3 weeks ago now.
Bassmaster Championship Sunday, St. Lawrence River, Mercer.
Anyways, my point is,
he interviewed Corey Johnston.
Not the one I saw.
Okay, Robert Gee and Jake's take on Mercer.
That might be it.
Yeah, because Gee was second place to Corey Johnston,
That's
right?
the last one I heard, and I listened, and I thought it was really, really well done.
Yeah, but he got a lot of heat, huh?
I never had an issue with anything Mercer has done.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I mean, I felt there was some issues about how that tournament went down.
Right.
But I didn't see any issues with how Mercer handled it or himself.
Right.
And so when I listened to his podcast, I was just really impressed by the way Dave presented himself and spoke and communicated about the whole situation. That even though I didn't know there was an issue, it really gave me a lot more even more respect for Mercer after hearing that.
I'm gonna have to watch that show. I'm reading through the comments right now.
It was really good. It was really good. Yep.
I don't see, I mean, obviously the people that took the time at least commenting, and there's a lot of positive comments, and there may be some negative ones. There's a lot of
So
comments, dude.
MJ read it differently. Like, I don't know.
Okay, how many comments? There's 416 comments. I clearly am not going to go through them all right now, but at least for the initial ones, it looks like they're positive, but I haven't gone all the way down maybe to the earliest comments where he was getting heat. But there's a lot of people defending and liking this podcast.
Sure.
So again, I'm going to have to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, again, I'm just gonna watch it.
Yeah, let me know what you think.
I will. Absolutely, dude. Thank you for letting me know about that. Because again, I just watched the Zona one. I shared some things that I felt stood out to me in that. But yeah, I mean, he tries to stay neutral.
There's both sides. Listen, I'm seeing the comments coming in here. I don't know, guys. I've never. Mercer's always been cool to me. I think he's great. I can't see I can't see anyone replacing him that would even be remotely close to what he can do. I'm a so I don't know. I mean, I don't see the hate. I don't see the hate at all.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, he's a Canadian and he had Robert Guy on.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So he certainly gave Guy the opportunity to say his piece, right? And I'm sure he covered it because there was a lot of discussion around what happened.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Good stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Jay says, let's be honest. There's no way he's got 400K subscribers. That's what it says.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot of subscribers. That's close to being
Casey Smith, he won the Toyota series. He's been on the Smallmouth Crush podcast. He's won a tournament on the Potomac in the past. I thought about it. I just haven't reached out to him. I think Casey would be a good dude to get on too.
That's a great idea. Yeah, dude. I'm all in. You know the pros, man.
All right.
I know very few. All right, cool. I love it.
All right, guys.
Hey, way to get back in the saddle, bro. Thank you for the big laugh tonight, man.
Congratulations,
Rusty.
Eric, in the Bass Lab, getting into the Bassmaster, Bass, whatever it's called, Hall of
Bass
Fame.
Fishing Hall of Fame. Yep.
St. Louis, Missouri. We're really proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're right up there with KVD, Rick Clun, Mark.
It's an honor. It's an honor. Only had to give away a couple $1,000 of stuff to get there.
Crush. Who was the first subscriber of Smallmouth Crush?
That's an amazing trivia question.
I don't even know, but I'd love to. Who's the 10th subscriber to Smallmouth Crush?
Who's going to be the millionth?
And we're nowhere near where we should be, but we have a hell of a group of people, and we love what we do. I know we have a small group. We got a small group, but it's some of the coolest people out there.
I agree.
I wouldn't do this
or the show.
If none of you guys, even what's his name? Why am I so against Matthew lately? There's always that one guy I like to you know what I mean?
I know. He's just having fun, man.
I know. E-Stack, MJ, Devin. I mean, everybody, guys.
It's awesome.
You guys have been great.
Oh my gosh, the comments were cracking us up tonight, man. We started laughing our ass off. It was a good show. Enjoyed it. A little rusty in the beginning, man, but we worked out the kinks. Thanks, man, for posting up. I appreciate it. I know you've been busy with all the boat stuff, but good show. Let's keep it rolling next week, man. If you get Casey Smith on, man, be awesome. Or Gary Atkins. People want to hear about his win. And it would be very interesting as to get an NPFL angler on to get his reaction to how you gonna compete next year. Does it matter to him? I think it's fascinating, dude. Cool. Like you know, Gary.
I remember fishing the opens with Gary.
Right.
When was that? 3 years ago?
He was on the Smallmouth Crush fishing team that you formed
3 years ago. Oh,
Yes,
no,
Tom
he
Knee.
was asking me how to set up his live scope.
100%.
So
So
he don't give a crap if it's gone. I promise.
but I want to hear, because he just won. Does now he's got to fish with a tool that maybe had something to do with his win? I don't know. I'm not saying he won because of it, but what a great guest to have on, dude.
Yeah.
Come
I
on,
like that
let's
idea.
get him on. I love it. Ring him up.
Yeah.
Reach out to him, or I will. One of the two. Let me know. I'll help schedule. It's part of my job as the producer of the show.
We get Shore Lunch George on.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Wouldn't that be crazy if I like pulled up the area he's fishing in and gave him my
just
card and said,
push the
George,
line.
you know how to work a computer?
Yeah.
I want you to come on a show
Yeah.
in front of a bunch of people that love smallmouth bass, not eating them, just catching them. And I wanted you to defend yourself.
I think it's awesome. I'm all in.
Can we do that?
Another great show idea.
God,
why not?
Be good.
It'd be good.
Yeah.
Just have him pop in for 20, 30 minutes. Let's interview him. Shore Lunch George.
Uh-huh.
Can you imagine the thumbnail for that one? Frying pan.
I'm going to videotape him next time I see him.
You should. And then if you just happen to kill a smallmouth, keep it and get a video of it frying in the pan. Then you can kind of stitch him in with that. You know what I mean?
777, you ain't kidding. I got a few milk duds stored away. I'm going to go down the garage now.
And get
I'm going to get on my YouTube reels.
And what am I going to do?
I'm going to learn about old architecture here in the United States. I'm going to learn about all the stuff the science is hiding. I'm going to learn about how Fauci and how everyone's tied into the scandemic and just everything tonight.
That's so 2020, bro. Just let it go, man. Just let it go, man. We gotta go, man.
All right, guys. Bro. Watch out for that global warming, and always until next time, we'll see you on the water.